It's another episode of Quarantine Kitchen. Thanks to Katie from the Ironheart Mama and Claire from Cookie Crumb Fun for inviting me again in this collaboration. And also want to let y'all know you can hook up with them on Monday nights. They're doing a live on YouTube, and they are also doing a giveaway every other week. So what are we eating in quarantine? You know us. We've eaten a lot of ice cream. The kids, the family. So today, because we're excited about cookies and cream, we're doing cookies and cream. And for other reasons too, excited about cookies and cream. This week, Trim Healthy Mama launched their cookies and cream protein powder. So I'm gonna do a little review on that, but let's get started with my cookies and cream. So making ice cream, it's super duper easy. You'll see tonight I have different brands of what I normally use. I usually shop Costco across the board, but because of quarantine, we've been staying out of Costco. I actually had not been to the grocery store for a month myself, but this week I made it over to Walmart. So that's why you're gonna see these different brands. 2 cups of cream, people. That's how the family likes it. They like all that cream. Yes, it's rich, it's creamy. This is half and half, 1 cup. Almond milk, and I normally don't buy shelf-stable almond milk, but it's quarantine. You'll see how I have had to adjust. And so that's 2 cups cream, 1 cup half and half, 1 cup almond milk. Now, my recipe on the website does not have egg yolks, but it's a great option to add because normally I would buy liquid egg whites, but during quarantine, it's hard to find liquid egg whites. And I've got chickens, lots of eggs, so I've been separating my egg whites. It's a good place to put the yolks. I have other recipes you can make too, but make a lot of ice cream. So a half a cup of Daisy cottage cheese. I like to use my cookie scoop as a measuring, just makes things less dishes easier, makes it easier. This is Gentle Sweet. This is not baby formula. I recycle everything, you know. This is years ago. 1/2 cup Gentle Sweet. I use the Gentle Sweet with xylitol because guess what? It stays soft in the freezer. Yes. Vegetable glycerin helps keep it soft and scoopable, but there is a big difference. If you are freezing and planning to dip out, big difference. Actually, let me just show you because I have some in the freezer now. Usually I portion it out, but because the family's been eating so much and they eat more than that little portion, I have some in the freezer in a bowl. Then you can see how, in a 9x13, you can see how I store it too. So let me grab that for you. All right, so I'm here. They've been at it, as you can tell. So normally I portion the ice cream in 5-ounce cups, but this is in a Tupperware. And yes, I have a good ice cream scoop too. But people, it is scoopable. Actually, let me get a spoon. To show you also that you can put a spoon into it. Anyway, so Gentle Sweet with xylitol does make a difference. So I understand some of you all need to use Gentle Sweet without xylitol because of your puppies in the house and don't want to take that risk. Portion it and then individual servings, and if you need to nuke it in the microwave for 10-15 seconds, it's still good. That was an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. You'll find these recipes on the website, so you don't have to try to remember it. We're going to add a tablespoon of the vegetable glycerin and any of the ingredients on my recipes on the website. If you want to see which glycerin I use, just click on the ingredient and it'll take you right to Amazon. And yes, it is an affiliate link, and what that means, I get a small commission when you purchase through there, but there's no extra cost to you. And the same way with this amazing Mexican vanilla. Pure vanilla makes a difference. Use high quality vanilla, especially in ice cream, but I use it in all my cooking. And this too, you'll find the link in the recipe. So, we've got everything in there except the glookie, which we're gonna go ahead and mix this up first. And while it's still running, I'm gonna add 1/8, sorry, not 1/8, 1/2 teaspoon of THM glookie. Now, if you're using other brands, you may have to use more. I know there are other ice creams, THM ice creams out there that use more, but with the Trim Healthy Mama brand, 1/2 teaspoon is plenty. If you go over 1/2 teaspoon with THM brand, you might find a texture that's not so great, the slime texture. All right, so now we're gonna pour this into the ice cream freezer. Let me make some space. Often people ask me, which ice cream maker is the best one to get? Cuisinart 2-quart countertop. No salt or ice needed, folks. I do have one of those in my garage too, but it never gets used. You know, those lovely White Mountain ice cream makers. Because you know, you have to sit it outside and you have to mess with ice and salt. And then I also have the Cuisinart countertop that's 1.5 quart, but it's small. And most of my recipes are 2 quart. And even if I would just be making ice cream for myself, I would still want a 2-quart maker because it's called food prep, people. So this insert, you store it in the freezer so it's ready to go. I have multiples of those because it needs 24 hours in the freezer, and sometimes you have multiple flavors to make. So you want to have your ice cream maker running. Oh, and I guess I do need to always make sure they have a little sample. That's for a different recipe. Have a little sample before pouring it in there. As you can see, I love these medicine cups, recycled medicine cups for measuring in the kitchen. 2 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons, 1/4 teaspoon. Just make sure that it's perfection. And it is. You turn your ice cream maker on and pour in. It's gonna run for 20 to 25 minutes. Now, while the ice cream is spinning, we're gonna go ahead and make some Oreo cookie crumbs. And you can find this recipe on the website too. So we're gonna use refined coconut oil for this. And I get this big old jug at a local bulk food store, Amish country. I guess Amish country isn't completely local, it's Ohio. Okay, so we're gonna melt 1/4 cup of the refined. All right, now we have our coconut oils melted, making the Oreo crumbs. Gonna add some blackstrap molasses. We're gonna measure with this little syringe. Only need a 1/4 teaspoon, and sometimes it's a little hard to get that 1/4 teaspoon off of your measuring spoon. So we're just gonna go ahead and mix that together. We're going to, for these cookie crumbs, we're gonna use almond flour, a cup, and I recycled the THM scoops. They no longer give those out anymore, but I have like 100 and I'm so thankful. Not 100, but I probably have 20. I'm so thankful for them because each canister, everything has its own scoop. Less dishes for mama. Okay, and Then we're gonna put some Gentle Sweet in there. And cocoa powder. Now you can use regular Dutch cocoa powder, but if you want it to look authentic, black cocoa powder is what you want to make it look like Oreos. But I just recently bought black. I've used the regular for a long time. But I was at a bulk food store and seen the black and I was like, oh my goodness. I need to turn the camera. And we're just gonna mix this together. You can mix it together with a fork or a pastry cutter. Works really good to mix this too. Y'all, who would have guessed that almond flour, Gentle Sweet, cocoa powder would taste like Oreos? Pretty crazy. I'm gonna put that coconut oil in there. We're just gonna mix that together. And that, my friends, is cookies and cream. And the exciting happenings during quarantine this week was the shipment that brought cookies and cream to my door. So, folks, it does smell like cookies and cream. This is what it looks like. I've transferred it to my recycled cocoa powder container. I like to put everything in those. It works out perfectly to have them stacked in my cabinet. All right, so now let's use some of my cookie creams to make cookie crumbs to make a cookies and cream Trim Healthy Mama shake. We're gonna use some almond milk. We'll do a cup of almond milk. And we're gonna add just a little half and half. You know, we want it to be cream. I like adding sunflower lecithin to my smoothies. That's also Trim Healthy Mama brand. It makes them creamy and also keeps them from separating. Okay, we're gonna blend this. Blend that first a bit. Now we're gonna add a scoop, which is 1/4 cup of the cookies and cream protein powder. Now to make this truly a milkshake, you would probably want to add some ice to thicken it. And we can do that. The blender's dirty already anyway. I should have thought about that before using the stick blender. I myself don't usually put ice in my smoothies. I like them drinkable. I like to just be able to not have to take an hour to drink it. But this is super creamy. There is the finished vanilla ice cream. Added some ice to that and gonna blend it. All right, folks, here it is. And know that this cookies and cream, it is delicious just blending it with almond milk. But it takes it another whole step, notch, adding that sunflower lecithin. This is gonna be yummy. Okay, put some crumbs up there. Oh man, that's really good. And getting some Oreo crumbs in the straw and having those chunks. Oh yeah, that's really good. Okay, now, when you need something a little more than a fuel pull, you got Coach Becky's ice cream. Can't waste any of those precious licks. And we're gonna mix some up. This scoop, use it a lot. All right, folks, let's make a sundae. A cookies and cream sundae. So I put cookies on the bottom there. And put some ice cream. I usually just keep the cookie crumbs on the side. But you could mix it with the whole batch of ice cream. It's good out of the freezer too. But when I make the kids sundaes, this is how I do it. And they're gonna love this bedtime snack. A little wobbly there, excuse my makeshift. And I'm making a mess with the crumbs. Look at that, folks. That, move that. That, if you love Dairy Queen, Oreo Blizzard, oh my goodness. I promise you, it tastes like the real deal. You'll find the recipes on my website, abetteryouwithcoachbecky.com, and also in the description of this video.
Okay, Mama.
William, do you like the ice cream?
I like it.
I like it. Good job.
Guy there.
Nancy, do you have the big bowl?
Hi guys. I'm making a milkshake. This is an ice cream milkshake.
Tell me about it. How did Mommy make it?
My mommy, the first thing she did, she put ice cream in it, and then Oreos, and then milk.
And then you blend it up.
Yeah, and then you put a star in it. And that's how I make milkshake.
Ta-da. Milkshakes for all.
Hi guys. Hi guys. We are drinking a milkshake today. And they're very good.
Thanks y'all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and updates from Coach Becky. I hope this quarantine time has created some special memories for y'all. For our family, it's lots of ice cream and being together. Take care.